Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we have my little mister. You guys haven't seen him in videos in such a long time, and I know you guys really wanted to see my dog Harvey, so I figured I would bring him back for the intro. But in today's video, we are talking about best-selling Sephora makeup that I would never use. Harvey went and found his ball, so he is much more excited to play with his ball. But he says hi, thank you so much for all the love, and like I said in today's video, we are talking about best-selling Sephora makeup that I personally would never use myself. These are items, you guys, that I am just shocked are even best-selling. I'm shocked that a ton of people love them because I just did not mesh well with these products. So let's get right on to this list. And of course, I really hope this helps you guys out too, because if you've been debating on these things, perhaps my experience can help you in some way. Now, product number one that I think is so crazy weird as to why it is best-selling because it just looks terrible on me, and that is the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. Now, this is a product, you guys, that lots of people love. Lots and lots of people love. In fact, Too Faced has recently expanded the range so that they're able to accommodate much more skin types because that was something that they really went under fire for. People seem to love this stuff, but for me, it just never worked well. Whenever I put it on my skin, about half an hour or so, the product would really oxidize on my skin, turning my skin a lot darker and actually more of an orange tinge. So I would start off with my exact match to my skin tone, but then it would darken, and you could very, very obviously tell that I had foundation on that was clearly not the right shade. It was so impossible. I even tried to buy a lighter shade thinking that maybe it would oxidize to my perfect shade, but the reality is the orangeness of the oxidization just never went away. So even if I found like the lightest shade possible, it oxidized up to my natural skin tone, it still has that oranginess that you can tell is just like a fake base look. I think this is a Too Faced thing, honestly, because I also tried their Peachy Matte, I think it's called, or Peachy foundation. That one also oxidizes like crazy on my skin. So something about the Too Faced foundations and my skin do not get along. So for that reason, I just steer clear from them, and I secretly really wonder if other people just don't experience this. The next product that I think is so crazy that it's such a bestseller is the Fenty Pro Matte Foundation as well. Now, this is her first foundation that she came out with. And for me, you guys, I'm thinking this is more so a preference thing, but the way that it looked on my skin, it was so heavy, so matte, and so caked on. I don't know, it was so weird. It was almost like I was wearing a mask, and it could be because of the fact that it's just not my preference to have a full coverage, fully matte foundation. I just don't like the look. I like to have some life to my skin. I like to give it some radiance and things like that. I don't want to look shiny, so let's preface that, but I certainly don't want to look super, super flat looking, so this could be a preference thing. Maybe a ton of people love to have that matte look, but somehow how it translates on my skin, it just looked very, very flat. I've seen girls that wear matte foundations very well, and you can tell their skin is matte, but it's not flat. For me, mine was just like dull and cakey, and walking around, you know, doing my errands and stuff like that day, I could tell, I could just feel it on my skin. It was just too much. I much prefer her hydrating formula, to be honest. When she recently came out with that, that is something that I feel like meshes with my skin a bit more, and probably because it's not so matte. That just is a preference thing, like I said. Let me know down below if you love that foundation. I'm really curious. But that is one that was a huge no-go for me. Okay, now product number three, you guys. I have tried many black liquid liners in my day, and I remember starting out as a wee teen and picking up the Maybelline one from back in the day from my local drugstore and loving that one so much. Once I upgraded to the Stila black liner, I was in heaven. It was amazing. But there's one particularly popular eyeliner that has never meshed well with me, and that is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. Now, I recently got this tattoo liner in, I believe, a gift bag of some kind, so I did use it up when I had it. I would never purchase it though. This is an eyeliner to me that dries out incredibly quickly. It's not as black, like it's not as intense of a black that I would want on my upper lid. I feel like I wear upper eyeliner a ton. It's kind of like something that I wear every single day. So I have tested out a ton of them, but this is one that's not as black. It's more of like a duller black, and it also transfers like crazy on my eyes. By the end of the day, it certainly isn't as intense as it was, and it doesn't even start off that intense. So it's really kind of dimming down throughout the day. And then, like I said, the transfer, if you happen to have any movement on your eyelids at all. I know for me, I don't have overly oily eyelids, but I do get some oil production towards the end of the day. It doesn't do me any favors. It just kind of looks like that moment where you woke up and you forgot to take off your makeup kind of thing. It's just smeared everywhere. This is definitely not an eyeliner I'd recommend, of course. So once I used it up, I was like, sayonara, never, never again. But of course, I'd recommend the Stila eyeliner. This, you guys, is a dreamboat. Absolutely love it. Definitely get your hands on it if you are interested. Okay, this one you're totally gonna hate me. Please don't hate me. The next product is a setting spray that is so popular. I don't get it. It must be because my skin is super finicky. I don't know. But this next product is the All Nighter Setting Spray from Decay. This, you guys, has never meshed with my skin, ever. When I've had it in my collection, my skin gets so irritated. There's something in it that just makes my skin so red. It gets like, you know, you're spraying your face and all of a sudden you see like red splotches all over and you're like, I didn't put blush there. Is my foundation already wearing off? So weird how my skin responded to that one, but it also broke me out, which is something that I did notice when I was setting my makeup. I noticed much more clogged pores and some more breakouts, so something wasn't meshing. This product, you guys, though, is so heavily loved. It is crazy. So like I said, I might just be this weird alien over here that doesn't like these things, but that is not a spray that meshed well with my skin. A good setting spray that I really love is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist. Beautiful. Love it. I also really love the MAC Fix Plus. That's a great option, you guys. If you are like fragrant kind of sensitive, just get the original one because they do have one in lavender and coconut and things like that. Get the plain one. It still does its job. It's such a good setting spray. Okay, now the last one, I feel like over the internet, they got a ton of mixed reviews. Some people really love it. And I do have some friends that are so close to me that love this product. There's also some people that hate this product and it's still really best selling though. So obviously the majority love it. I don't know. This next product is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This was a no-go for me in so many ways. First of all, when you apply it to the skin, it's incredibly tacky. Now, this is something that I feel like is kind of the whole gist. It's a hydro grip, so you're supposed to put this tacky primer on so that it grips your makeup underneath. A decent theory, in theory. However, not for me. This did not extend my makeup wear time by any means. In fact, it actually kind of shortened the wear time because throughout the day, I felt that it was kind of like pilling at the makeup that I would apply over top of it. So it kind of like caused little pilling and kind of like, what's the word? It just kind of broke everything apart, basically. Whenever I'd look in the mirror after about a half day, maybe 4 hours, something like that, I was like, I need to take this off. Like, this is so bad. So when I tested it on one side of my face with the primer, with the other, it was so evidently clear. I didn't even have primer on the other half of my face when I was testing it, and like my makeup looked amazingly better. So I was like, why am I buying an extra product to make my makeup look worse? Although I do have some friends, like I said, that love this. So somehow they've made it work. For me, no. If you want a good primer, the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Primer, so cheap on Beautylish and really good. It's of course not like a tacky primer. It's kind of like a lotiony, like really smoothing base, but it's really nice. It's actually one of my new loves. So if you're interested in a new primer, that could be a good one to check out. These best-selling Sephora products clearly didn't work for me. Do let me know down below which bestsellers didn't work for you because I'm really curious. And if you liked this type of video, do give it a thumbs up for me so I know. And until my next one, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way.